How y'all doing? Welcome back. Uh, hope y'all having a good day. Hope y'all have a good night. Um, it's a little later. It's a little later. It's a little later in the day, a little later at night for to be doing this. But when you love something, it doesn't matter what time it is, or what time of the night, what time of the day it is. You're not gonna stop working on it. And I take time. I um I put time into, like, to make certain poems, to put time into work on my craft, um, to get better and better, to put out better content for you guys, and to to um improve my peace of mind. And you know, it could be midnight I'm doing this, it could be 8 a.m. I'm doing this, it could be 5 p.m. It doesn't really matter. But I always try to take time to, you know, to stay consistent with this and get it done. And, and with that being said, I'm going to get into it. These illusions in my head turn violent, full of dread. If you could see what I see and read what I read, it becomes difficult to weave and thread. Everything nowadays is so black and white. I'm black and I'm trying to see the light. Sometimes my emotions become blue, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I still choose to see the gray. Optimistic, because everything will be okay. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I like to add, have um, colorful ideas, colorful views, colorful illusions, colorful allusions, uh, colorful metaphors, stuff like that. So I could add I could literally add color to my creativity, you know, because you don't want it to just be, like I said, you don't want things to just be black and white, where it's either one way or the other. And I think if you look at it from another perspective and choose to see the gray, you could see the fallacy in both spaces, rather than one side or the other. You could see faults in one side, you could see faults in the other side. You got to leave room for, for error. Leave room for, possibly being, like, for example, you have two people saying something to you. You know, the the usual thing, or the common thing would be to, like, see the black and white. So you see one person is right, the other person is wrong, or they're right and they are wrong. Why can't you see the gray? Why can't you see them both as being right? Because they have their own perspectives on it. They could both be right, but with two different perspectives. So they're looking at it from two different angles and two different sets of eyes. And, it just doesn't make sense that things have to be one-sided all the time at times. Um, everything is so black and white. And, it's like I have no choice but to see the light. I can't see, you know, you have to find a way to see the light. Um, see the light shining down on your face, seeing the hope that things will be okay. Even if you're feeling pain, even if you're, struggling with things, still find a way to see that things will be okay. Even though at times it is hard because, things just seem like it's on your, like there's a weight on your shoulders at all times. But sometimes it's just the way that you view it. Sometimes it's just your perspective. And, your mindset. Just, if you view it from, if you look at it one way, try to take your mind off of it, think about different things, and then come back at it with a fresh set of eyes. Maybe you'll see it differently. Maybe you'll see, maybe you said something wrong, and possibly, it uh, a better outlook. But at the same time, sometimes sometimes it's best with certain situations. Sometimes it's best to not even think about it, because the more you think about it, the worse it gets. And it don't get any better. Sometimes it doesn't get any better. And in life, there's certain things that you know don't get better the more you think about it. But at the same time, you know time heals all wounds, like they say. It does. It does. But the feeling doesn't go away at times. It's like you you may get over it, but there's sometimes where it's you can forgive and you can deal with it, but you'll never forget it. I mean, that's a lot of things that you go through in your life. A lot of the things you go through, you can't forget. Um, but the more um, what is it? Um, the more importance you put on it, the more the more it stays in your memory. The more the more you will remember it. Because if you don't really remember it that much, it must not have been that memorable, or it might not have been that important to you. And sometimes that happens. But if it becomes the point where it gets too much, just stop and think and breathe, because more chances than not, it's out of your control how the way the results turn out, the way the outcome turns out. Sometimes it's out of your control, and you went through it, and at that point it really doesn't matter, because um you become something that, like it molds you into the person that you are. Whether you like that experience, whether you enjoy that experience, or you try to repress the experience, it's still a part of what made you who you are, regardless. So essentially, just think like, you know, um, just be, you got to be more optimistic in the way that you think. Like, it might be painful, it might be tough, but you know, there's two things about that. It gets worse before it gets better, and as long as you keep the faith, as long as you keep the faith, as long as you stay strong and keep on going, keep on pushing through, just keep on pushing through, it'll always get better for you. Even though at times even if at times as you keep pushing through, you keep on going through more and more and more obstacles. That's normal. That happens. That just means that, you know, you're leveling up to something better. And then the more that you go through, the more tested you are, the more ready you become when opportunities come knocking your way. And at some point you're going to see the rainbow you're going to see uh the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's not going to rain all the time. And once you get that pot of gold, it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. But I'm still waiting for my pot of gold. But that's um, at some point you get there. You get there. You get there. As long as you stay strong, try to think positive thoughts, but do not force them. Do not force it. If you feel the need to, if you feel like you're down or low, feel that sadness and lowness. Feel that. Don't try to push it away to feel happy. Don't try to push it away to make yourself seem happy when you're really not. Like, deal with that problem. Deal with that emotion. Deal with the sadness. The more the more you learn to deal with it, the easier it'll be to manage when it comes back around. So don't try to hold it in. If you're feeling sad, feel that sadness. If you're happy, feel that happiness. If you're feeling angry, feel that angry. Feel that frustration. But just don't let it be, don't let it be uh don't let it control you. Don't let it feel you. Feel it, don't let it feel you. Control it, don't let it control you. Because people always try to tell you, why you so sad? Why you so sad? Feel happy. Be happy. Yeah, but it's not as easy as it seems. It's not that easy to just be happy when things may be going around. There are people that are going through worse than you, and there are people that are going through that are doing better than you. It's always gonna be like that. There's always gonna be worse than you. So you just think in perspective is like, but at the same time, don't compare yourself to other people. Like, keep it in perspective, but don't compare yourself to control the way that you respond to things. Because you could see somebody going through doing better than you, and you want to do better. That's good. But just don't try to do everything that they do. Maybe it's not going to work for you. Maybe it only works for them. Or you see people that are lower off than you, and it's toxic. But some people, they try to put more chip on their shoulder to feel like they're going through worse than they're going through because of the people around them that supposedly are doing worse than they're actually doing. Just to feel like they're, you know, oppressed or something. I mean, everybody's going through something. You're not different. You're no different than me. I'm no different than you. You're no different than the next person that you see. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what I'm going through. I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what they're going through. They don't know what we're going through until you get to know these people. You assume, but even then you still don't 100% know. And that's fine. Focus on your space, your area, your lane, your bubble, whatever you want to call it. Focus on that and focus on the stuff that you've been through. Focus on it, you know, maybe using that as fuel a little bit, but also at the same time, don't dwell on it. Go back to revisit, but don't dwell on it. And use it as motivation for the simple fact that you've been through all of that and you're still here. You're still here. You're still here, walking, talking, breathing. So, it doesn't matter what other people around you been through. You don't have control over what they're going through, what they've been through, what they do. You don't have control over that. You have control over you. That's it. So focus on making yourself better before you can make other people around you better. And the more you work on you, the more you better yourself, the more people start to notice, and the more that they look and maybe you inspire them to do better themselves. That's what it's about. That's the greatest service, is being able to give back by any means necessary. Whether it's you helping out at charity, whether it's you being charitable or you leading by example, or just being a leader in general. That's the greatest service, being able to help others. So you know it is what it is. You got to control what you can control. Don't worry about them. They're trying to do better for themselves. So don't focus on them. Just do you. Do you. Handle your business. Yeah. I will see you guys on Friday the 1st. Yeah. Uh, I have a video up on not the first, not the first. Not the first. The 26th. I'll have a video up on the 26th. And that'll be. I'm trying to have a whole new, different approach to the way that I make my videos. This is a good approach that I've been doing for for the longest, but I'm trying to change it up now. I'm trying to evolve. I'm trying to do better. And that's what I'm focusing on now. You know. So, I hope y'all have a good night, good morning, good evening, all of that. Everything in between. And I will see you guys in my next video. This has been your boy. Peace. Actually, wait. Let me tell y'all. The next time y'all see me, I'm going to be 23. So, give me a happy birthday. Whatever you can do. Give me shout outs. A little bit of money. That don't hurt. That don't hurt nothing. Nah, forget it. Nah, I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing. But yeah, I will be 23 by the time that my next video goes up. So I will see you guys later. Peace.